Thanks for joining me. This is Angie, and today I'm going to show you how to prepare your quilt for the Longarm Quilter. So I've got a quilt top here that I've completely finished. The first thing that you want to do is trim all the extra threads, and as you can see, I have quite a few here. This is a quilt I finished a couple months ago, and I've handled it a couple times. So I would take my scissors and trim all those loose threads. The next thing that you're going to do is press and starch it, and press your seams flat. So if I open this up, I'm not going to open it up all the way because I've already pressed it, you will notice that I have pressed my seams flat. Okay, so you want to do that. Next, what we're going to do is measure the quilt top for our binding fabric and our backing fabric. Now, my Longarm Quilter provides the batting for me, but the batting would be the same measure as the backing fabric, okay? And one other thing while I'm measuring this is if your quilt is raveling at the edges, what you want to do is secure those edges. So you can just baste 1/8 of an inch around the entire quilt, and that will eliminate your threads from raveling, okay? Or unraveling. Okay, so I'm going to start over here on the left side. Okay, so this measures 56 inches wide, so I'm going to get my ink pen out here and write 56 by, and then now we're going to measure the length. Same thing, just start on the end. Now my Longarm Quilter doesn't need as much overage fabric as what I need for a mid-arm machine, so you need to check with your Longarm Quilter to determine how much overage they want. Okay, so this measures 66 inches long, so it's a 56 by 66. So now I'm going to get out my iPhone. There's a wonderful app by Robert Kaufman. It's the Quilter's Little Helper. And you just open it up, and you're going to click on backing and batting, and the width of my fabric is going to be 43 inches. That's the standard width. There is fabric that's wider, but I don't typically purchase that. So the width, the width of it is 56, and the length is 66. Now this overage right here, this is where you really need to talk to your Longarm Quilter. I typically do 2 inches for overage because Shirley has a big long arm machine and she only needs 2 inches on each side. For my mid-arm machine, it asks for 8. So I'm going to go with 8 because that covers all of them. They usually recommend 4 to 6 inches. Again, you need to speak with your Longarm Quilter, okay? So I'm going to go with 8, which is the largest. And that tells me, because the width of my fabric is 56 and the length is 66, so I need 4 and 5/8 yards of backing fabric. If it was reversed and the width was 66 and the length was 56, then I would need 4 yards. But my width is 56, so I need 4 and 5/8 yards, and that's for the batting. I'm going to go back, and now we're going to determine the binding. So again, the width of the fabric is 43. My binding strip is 2 inches. That's what Shirley does for me. So the width is 56. The length is 66. And she does the bias binding. Calculate. And I need 1/2 yard for the binding. Okay, so that wraps up how to prepare your quilt for the Longarm Quilter. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Have a great day. Thanks a lot. Bye.